I can sale for $250. Oh, no, it's not. It's like Craig has it in his carousel. You click on it, it says $250, but when you click on it, it's not actually there. That's terrible.
No good.
Terrible. It's a clickbait. I still haven't gotten my my smart keyboard, which should have been here by now. We're both live, by the way. My smart keyboard for $99 should have already been here. Let me check my delivery. Amazon, I'm going to need you to go ahead and deliver my stuff faster, please. Even though fresh is the bomb. I ordered fresh 3 hours ago, and it's already here in the refrigerator. Amazon Fresh is everything. Do you have Amazon Fresh where you live?
Yes.
You ever used it?
No.
You should.
I should.
Got a toothbrush, a bunch of food. I don't have to go grocery shopping. In these times, like, it is absolutely like the way to go.
I'm very impatient with food. I don't know. I feel like I'd order food and be like, where is it? I need to know.
You can get it in an hour.
All right.
Without going to the grocery store. Like I said, I ordered 3 hours ago. I did the rush job and it was here. Now I'm looking at the live stream on Amazon and you are higher. This is annoying. You're much clearer and I'm like fuzzy. Why is that? What is going on? What is going on?
I just got that crystal clear HD.
Which is weird, man, because like why am I so much it doesn't make sense.
Garg HD.
Garg HD. God.
Garg's Gadgets. Hi, I'm Garg Gadgets. Welcome to Amazon Live. We're talking about your favorite tech products today.
It's Greg's Gadgets, but Garg is much funnier. You notice that, right?
Yeah.
It's such a more funny thing to say. Now, where is the problem here? I need to try to track this down because it's really been upsetting me over the last couple of weeks, especially going through StreamYards versus like when I look on Amazon Live, like you look really sharp. It's crazy. What is going on? I could change my my lens.
All right. All right. So what camera are you using?
I'm using my Canon T7i, which is 1080p, but still.
Well, I got the 4K set up.
I know, but we're out at 720p, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but downsampling and then all that other stuff.
Maybe.
Lighting. I got the lighting controlled. It's all, it's actually all dark in the room and it's just two lights pointed directly at me. So I got control over a lot of things over here.
Just upset. And I don't want to buy a new camera.
You should get that Sony camera that's going to be announced tomorrow, which I think is going to end up being perfect for live streaming. I think it's like the little camera, but I might get one. I've heard good things about like that RX series. And this one looks compelling based on like things I've heard, but it's going to be priced because I
tomorrow.
Yeah, they price those really highly, and I don't think you can change the lens on them. But like, I don't know, I'm doing so much live streaming now. I kind of want just like a more compact setup. Not, I mean, my camera's pretty compact anyway, but just like something smaller. I don't know. It might be fun to take that outside to like shoot stuff when we can go outside. Yeah. Because right now, when you bring a big camera out, people look at you funny.
Yeah, exactly. And so I have three Canon cameras. I have one for my main, which is the 90D. I do 4K on that. I have the SL3, which was supposed to be my webcam. However, it is actually now just I guess when I go somewhere cam. And then this one. And the only reason that happened that way is because I couldn't, for whatever reason, I know it's possible because Tech King Mike uses it. I couldn't get it to stay on. For more than 30 minutes. It would always shut off. And this one just stays on. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess even though I didn't buy it for that reason, all right. I don't know. I'm so frustrated.
We'll solve it. We're going to solve it for you.
Okay. Well, and the thing is, I'm worried that I'm going to have to get a Sony camera, which literally makes no sense. Like that makes 0 sense for this. Unless for some reason, like the Canon is actually outputting lower quality, which doesn't make sense. Because if I look back at my older YouTube videos, it actually is pretty sharp. I'm so frustrated by this, Greg.
Now, you have it feeding through a cam link?
Yes. Now if you go to Amazon Live and look at our stream, like you can look at my stream or your stream, probably look the same on that. Look how much like sharper you looked at me, and mine is all kind of like cloudy and
yeah,
it's really annoying. You went through Camlink, right?
Yes. I got the 4K cam link. I got the Sony A6600. I have like a $500 lens on it. So
I could. So there's a kit lens on this, but I don't think that really makes that much of a difference. Not as much of a difference as
ooh,
I'm seeing here.
it can. It can though.
I have other lenses. That doesn't make any sense for live streaming, though. It's sharp like normally. I don't understand this. I'm so upset. Again, I will buy a Sony if that's going to fix it, but
You should buy it and test it and then be like, I mean, like worst comes to worst, it's like, it's not sharper. I'll just return it.
but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be sharper. That's the problem. Okay, so first of all, we don't even know anything about this thing until tomorrow, right? What time?
I don't even know. I'm not that invested in it. I'll see it when I see it.
Bro. It's got to be leaked somewhere, right? They've got to have. I mean, everything leaks.
Yeah, it's leaked. It's not like the DSLR where you change the lens. It's like their compact series. But I know the previous models of that people have like sworn by them. I know, or at least Jomo used to like have them for like really portable shooting and stuff like that. So I know like people like love those things, and not having to buy a secondary lens, it's kind of nice anyway. Like, oh, it just comes with everything you need. But I don't know. We'll see. And it's meant for like vlogging stuff too. If you ever want to do more of that kind of content, would be good to have, because it's like a super small camera. See, the thing that bothers me is I got this big camera and I got the big lens now. I finally got the upgrade for the lens. I was using a kit lens on the A7 III for the longest time, and I finally went out, got the big lens, and then like the first day we're out with it, taking some video. Everyone who passes by is just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What is this?
I like a lot of the times I'll just use the iPhone to grab some like quick sample shots, and I actually really like how they look on the iPhone.
100%. All my B-roll.
Good. Yeah. But I mean, obviously you're gonna get better results with a bigger camera. It just makes sense. Sure. But man, it is so annoying. Like if you're doing it with the iPhone, no one even glances at you. It's so normal now. You'd have that big camera. Like, who do you work for?
Sorry, so you can't bring that in here. But I can bring a phone with GPS coordinates and live stream it, and that's
right.
Okay.
That's right. The phone is more dangerous. Yeah, the phone is more dangerous than the big camera. They don't get it.
I could bring in my DSLR that shoots at 1080p, but I can't bring a phone in that can do 4K streaming to the internet. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, with the phone, you can't even tell half the time like what you're really taking a picture of anyway. With the camera, it's pretty obvious. Like if it's pointed at you, you're like
you're on candid.
Yeah.
Bro. Come on, man. Let's figure this out, please. Why are we doing this?
I'm gonna just like record this and like play it and be like, here, Travis explains it all for me. Don't bother me.
Don't bother me, please.
You have a permit? No,
I don't. But here's a phone. This is the same thing I get annoyed about when people have problems with having like an Echo, Amazon Echo or something. I'm like, well, privacy, privacy. Oh, okay. But you'll put a supercomputer with a GPS, camera, and microphone in your pocket all day long and have it next to your bed. Oh, okay. Sorry. You're afraid of your Echo that's in the living room? Okay. I got you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I understand. Why you're scared. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
bro, check this out. Let's talk real quick about the sound course, because I got another update on my shipping. And it's moved back another day to Wednesday, yet it still hasn't gotten to Kentucky yet. I am so frustrated I'm so frustrated by this. What is UPS doing? This is not Amazon's fault. This is not Soundcore's fault. It is UPS's fault. Cancel UPS.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with the UPS nowadays. So
what is the chances of that happening to me? That doesn't really make any sense. Like any other order from Amazon would have been great. Why this one?
Who did you make mad is all I want to know.
I want to figure out. Maybe they thought it was yours. Like, we got to cancel this Greg guy. And they're like, nope. Oh, wait. Is Greg in Seattle or is he? I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? I mean, there's literally nothing I can do about it.
You get them. They'll have the logo on them. The logo's cool. But, like, it's not really going to make much of a difference for you. Be like, cool logo.
I mean, I won't see. Okay, so in fairness, I'll never get to see the logo because it's off to the side, unless I'm on camera.
It's better if I have them because I can see them. But if you have them, it's like you're not even seeing them. It's like the same sound quality. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I would.
I get it. I love how someone I think it was like yesterday was like, oh, the logo is a G and a C. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then they were like, I thought it was a wrestling belt around it. It's like, no, it's headphones.
It's a G and a C, and it also references a power button. So there you go.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. What are you talking about?
Look at it sideways. Power button.
Is it?
Yes.
That's new one on me. Why haven't we talked about this on the show? We need to actually address this.
We need to address the logo.
We will now address the complexities and how many levels that this logo has.
Also, the headphones around it.
Yeah, the headphones I caught right away. I loved that. Amazing. And the GC I always got. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, you're right. In the middle of the chat, they're like, I just noticed that's not a championship belt. That's a G and a C. And
no, I do see it now, though. Like, I see how people can see it. So I think that's funny if people have been looking at that logo the whole time going, is that a championship belt? The best.
Bro, I'm going to let you in on something. I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to let you in on something. For my 100K, I'm doing something special.
Oh.
I'm getting a custom championship belt. But don't tell anybody because it's going to be in a video. I'm fun. It's gonna be funny.
That is funny. I won't tell anyone.
All right. Well, tell them about this while I look at this thing.
And we're just talking about it right now. These are the Anker Soundcore Q10s. We got the custom Gadget Cast ones that you can't get. I mean, you can get the same color. So, but you won't get the cool. You won't get the cool Gadget Cast logo on it.
No.
These are cool. Anker sent them to me, and sent some to Travis. Travis has so many now, right?
I got them all over here. I got one right here. I got one right here. I got Soundcore on my head right now. The strike.
Yeah. Oh, they're sending me those. I got.
They are.
Yeah, they're sending me 2 of them. You know how like we're talking back and forth and going, which one should I get? They just sent both.
Nice. That's awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I got a lot of their stuff to talk about today because they said, you know, they want to have me on the stream. I think this Friday. I got to recheck. But they, you know, they were like, oh, is there anything else you want to talk about? And I'm like, all right, let me see. Let me pull up some stuff. And I gave them like a big list to, you know, basically choose from. Like, oh, if you want to send me this, you know, I would be interested in seeing what this is all about, or this or that. I didn't expect them to be like, okay, we'll send you all of it. And I'm just like, wait, what? Okay. So, you know, I appreciate Anker. They're really nice. These are awesome though. $5 off, $35. These are Viper approved, by the way. I don't know if you saw his little.
Yeah, I saw that later. He finally came around. He was talking about the fit, which again, once you have these on, you're gonna be like, oh, I wish that those felt like these. Like I will admit that. But
these are honestly some of the most comfortable headphones I've ever worn. They're very lightweight, and the padding fits around my ear perfectly.
It's like a hug. It's hugging your ear.
Yeah. So when he first said that he couldn't get the fit right, and I was like, what are you talking about? But then he came around on it. So I guess he had to do some adjustments. I don't know.
I'm surprised he doesn't like the bass boost, but I guess it depends on the type of music stuff you listen to. I mean, it'll rattle your headpiece.
Yeah. And I kind of agree with him that you really don't like
you don't need it.
The up is overkill sometimes, but sometimes on certain tracks it's nice to have. It's really easy to toggle on and off, so it's not like a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with him that sometimes on certain tracks, if you don't want that, it is a little much. But hey, on those tracks where it is, like, you know,
nice to have it
in your heads, and
nice to have it and not need it, to need it and not have it.
And people love like bass in their headphones anyway. So it's like a feature that most people would actually like anyway. Really good sound quality out of these, especially for the price point. I mean, especially with this coupon, $35. I don't get it. They're not making money on these. They got to be like throwing money out the window. Super comfortable, 60 hours of battery life. I'm still testing mine to see if they're ever gonna give out, from what you're saying and from what our friend Jason from Painfield on his tech is saying. Apparently these are never going to die on me. So
if you use the wired in like you're doing now, they're not going to.
Well, yeah, that's not. Yeah, I mean, I use it mixed. So throughout the day, I'm still listening to these, you know, Bluetooth and everything. I just prefer to have it in here for seamless latency stuff. 5 minutes for 5 hours. I mean, come on, crazy. USB-C, which is nice too. I really like that. Actually, not not to talk badly about some of the other products, but I was disappointed when I got like some of like the video doorbell stuff they sent me, and is like micro USB. I'm like,
Oh, I know.
easy.
Oh, why?
It's funny because that's like a $200 thing, and it's like $40. I'm like, what?
That is kind of funny. A little bit of a disconnect there.
Yeah, right. But yeah, super comfortable. For $40 headphones, I feel like the build quality on them is pretty good.
Yeah.
For the price,
100%.
Yeah, I just like these a lot. Obviously, official headphones of GadgetCast. So what's not to love? Honestly,
That's the whole reason I buy them, really.
Yeah, and honestly, there's a theme with most of the products in here. I cannot talk about products like I don't like, right? Like I can't do it. So, it's. I'll just say Anker must be like, and Soundcore and Eufy and all their brands are like, they must be really confident in sending all these over, because I actually pretty much liked everything they sent over.
I know, right? Did you try like the vacuum cleaner and everything yet?
Oh yeah, I got it. You want me to talk about that now?
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
What should we do first? We got the vacuum cleaner. We got the doorbell.
Do the vacuum cleaner, because I can talk to that too, because I have it as well. And I've hooked it up to my Allegra, which is fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Have you hooked it up to your assistant?
I still have to go through all that.
Set up?
Yes. I mean, I got the basic stuff done. I got it connected to the Wi-Fi. I got it through the app, and all that. So this is the one they sent over to me, which was the Eufy, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so, yeah.
Eufy Boost IQ RoboVac 30C Max. Oh yeah. This thing's awesome. So, like you said, I connected it to like the app and stuff like that. Got that all set up. Super easy to set up, by the way. I was like, oh, is this going to be hard to set up? Nah, pretty easy. This thing just like goes around my place and just vacuums. And it actually had I had an older robot vacuum from another company. I can't remember the name. I would diss them because it broke on me, but I don't remember the name. It wasn't a Eufy. It wasn't a Roomba. It was kind of like a no-name company, but it was like very inexpensive. And that broke on me. But this thing has way better suction. They have like the Boost IQ technology, which will do it. But you can also just set it to like max at all times, which is what I do. And I just have it set to max, and that thing is just going, and it's like everything. And I got like pets and stuff, so pet hair, cat litter, all that stuff picks it up really well. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. The first time I emptied the tray on it, I was just like, because with these, I always just like distrust them like immediately for some reason. I'm just like, wait, you're telling me this thing goes around my place and like cleans up for me? No way. It's just running. It's not picking up anything. This is all a lie. This is all a clever marketing scheme. I let it run for like 30 minutes. I opened up like the thing.
Oh yeah.
It was just like jammed full of like all disgusting stuff. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. It's crazy. You have to clean it fairly often because it doesn't hold a whole bunch, but it doesn't hold. I did a couple of runs before I had to clear mine out. But yeah, you're like, oh, it is doing something.
My place was extra dirty. It wasn't cleaned in a while. So this thing got the job done more so. And it goes under places that I'm just like too lazy to usually go under, and it gets all that stuff. So really cool stuff. I'm trying to think. Like you said, it works with Amazon Alexa. I still have to try that. It also says it works with Google Assistant. I have both, so I'll have to try both of those out. Yeah, hard floors and carpet, right? And there's a little section where it like climbs over, and it does a good job of that. Now, I didn't try setting any boundaries.
I haven't either. So I let mine go on time.
Oh, that's what those were. So in the box, it came with like a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
And there's like these like really heavy things in there. I'm like, what are these? I have no idea what these are. Those are the strips for the boundary zones. Now that's really cool. That's so interesting.
If there's a place that you don't want it to go, there might be, reasons for that. Maybe lots of, wires.
I want it to go everywhere. So that's what these are. That's really cool. Yep. I was like, what are these? Like, what am I supposed to use these for?
Yeah, no, it's pretty easy to do.
I never read the instruction manuals. I'm like I know how to set up like everything. So it's always like these little things I miss. Like, yeah.
All the thing you have to do is literally super simple. You just lay them wherever you don't want it to go, and it won't cross that boundary. It's kind of like, what is that with ants? Like if you put what is it, like water or something in it, and they don't go across it or whatever it is. Do you ever do that as a kid?
No, I used the raid on the ants, and kind of went away. I didn't play with ants as a kid.
I didn't play with them either. Well, I mean, I maybe tortured a couple here and there, but
oh, Travis, you can't say that.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's soap. It's like soap and water is what it is. Like I think it was dish.
Yeah, it's dish soap.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's not bad.
That is correct.
Yeah, this thing's really cool. I like that I can be literally in the other room and be like, Alexa, blah, blah, and then all of a sudden that thing you can hear go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Good stuff.
I like having the charging station. You tell it to go home and it just like goes back, charges itself. That's really cool.
Yeah, I will say a couple things. So it's not all unicorns and prairie dust. It can get not lost, but take a long time to get back. But there is a remote and the app, that you can use to control it, to get it just close by. If you get it close enough by the station, it'll figure the rest of the way out. But like mine went into the living room, and it was going to take forever to get back there. So I just did that. Now the other thing is, this one isn't like some of the ones that came out initially that were really expensive, where it kind of learns your environment. It just kind of goes and bumps.
Yeah,
it bumps into stuff and then turns around, and it's kind of a dumb smart vacuum. But it does eventually get the vast majority. If you let it run for a while long enough, it'll pretty much get everything.
It has different patterns you can set it to. So you can do like circular motion. You can try and set it so it goes along all the edges and stuff like that. But like you said, it is not like the smartest thing in the world. You see like those bumpers on the side there. It will like crash into things and then like move based on what it's crashing into. Now it doesn't crash into the things violently and like knock things over really. It just kind of lightly taps it and then it goes, okay, I can't go this way. Let me try turning this way. Then it probably crashes again and goes, oh, I can't go this way. Let me go this way. But I mean, it kind of just goes around the whole place and picks things up. So it gets the job done. But yeah, you're right. There is no intricate like pathing where it learns the environment or tracing it through like, I don't know, Wi-Fi signals or something like that. And yeah, the thing can take a while to get home sometimes. But
I mean, you're not having the vacuum going to the vacuum cleaner moving around. Like when you don't have to do that, the convenience kind of outweighs the inconvenience.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going around picking stuff up. Yeah, it's super convenient. And, even if you have to pick it up and guide it to the charger a little bit, I mean, like you said, at least it went around for like, however long, like picking stuff up. So it's cool. And again, especially for going under places, it works really well. And it manages to go under like everything.
Yeah, mine goes underneath my my couch, which is kind of funny.
Yep. Get all those dust bunnies that they left there.
I don't have any dust bunnies. I don't know where you live.
You know dust bunnies?
What kind of place you live in where you have dust bunnies?
I live in the I live in the worst area. Oh man. Yeah, I really like this thing. I mean, it's pretty cool. And like you said, it's not the most money in the world. These can get pretty expensive. This is like a $300 model. And they have like a $40 coupon here, by the way. So you could actually save some money if you
that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, you clip that, you get that. So it works. It's good. They have the app and stuff like that. I'm still exploring more of the features you can do with it. I think it gets software updates too, which is weird. I mean, everything does, right? Like they're like the Soundcore earbuds get software updates. So
yeah, that I think the vacuum cleaner makes more sense because like hopefully it'll get a little bit more intelligent and stuff. But yeah, earbuds are kind of funny to get.
Yeah, I'll talk more, Travis, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. I was gonna show something, but I don't care.
Oh.
What is going on here? Latest upgrade Bluetooth 5.0. How can you have truly wireless earbuds and not have a name for them? You just call it latest upgrade 5.0 Bluetooth wireless earbuds with charging case, waterproof earbuds, 30-hour playtime, TWS stereo built-in mic, premium sound. No name. That's just the name of that earbuds.
So they also sent me this, which is one of the things when I put on my list. I said I made a giant list, and I was like, I hope they send me this. This thing's really cool. So I really like this. Now, when I initially was talking to them, I kind of wanted to test out like the HomeKit stuff, and I'll get to more of that in the security cameras because I can actually enable that for the security. But for the doorbell, you can't yet. But actually, I was reading an article today saying that they're actually planning to get HomeKit to the doorbell June. So that's next month.
Wow.
So this will actually be HomeKit compatible. But I'm not even sure if I'm going to switch it over to HomeKit when I can, to be honest with you. I actually really like the included software that already came with this. Again, it's let me get the exact app name. I think it's like Eufy Security. Yeah, Eufy Security. That's the app you use. Has a lot of features in it that I actually really like. But I guess we should talk about the doorbell first. I mean, so this is similar to like a Ring video doorbell or a lot of the other video doorbells they have on the market right now. One of the cool things about this one is it is battery powered. So I don't have the wiring for the doorbell. So I just do it via battery power. Now they're saying it'll last up to 6 months in like ideal circumstances, which is actually really crazy.
Yeah, if true.
180-day battery life. I mean, I can't verify that now, but if that's true, that's pretty awesome. So you charge it like twice a year, which is great because you don't really want this to be down for too long. Super easy installation. You can use screws. It just like takes 2 screws into the side of your house or whatever. You could probably even hold it up with something like command strips if you don't even want to go that route. Whatever. It's super easy to install. Like took us like 2 minutes to do. Once you do that, it's just on the side. The camera is 2K resolution, which is actually really nice. It's a 4:3 aspect ratio too, which kind of gives you like a more on the top and bottom as well. So you get a pretty nice viewing angle of people coming up to your door and stuff like that. What was I going to say? Oh, it has like night vision, all that other stuff. The software can do like detection. You can set a detection zone, which is super helpful because depending on how your street layout is or whatever, you might not want it going out so far because it'll just, it'll keep giving you notifications all the time. Someone's at your front door. Someone's at your front door. So
Yeah, right.
you can set the zones in like your yard and all that stuff. So all that stuff is super smart. Obviously the button down here is a doorbell. What's really cool is I was like, so is it just gonna ping my phone when someone presses that? This base station here, which you plug into the to your router via Ethernet, or I think you can set it up via Wi-Fi as well. I just did the physical connection. This actually has a speaker in it, so when you press the doorbell here, it just rings over here wherever you set that up. And I was like,
cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's actually really cool. Yeah.
Cool. And you can have it set up so that it'll ring like your Alexa as well. But
Yes.
I thought that was cool that it was just set up like that out of the box. I'm like, well, I don't have the doorbell wiring, so that's I'm not going to get the doorbell ring. And I press it, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I was
Like
impressed with
the
that.
least technological portion of this is the thing that Greg is in love with the most.
We haven't had a doorbell for a long time. So.
Really? So people have just been knocking on your door whenever
Oh,
they.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So now are people now? That's the other thing. So people might come or whatever. They might not be used to you having one. Are they using it, or is like the male person using it, or?
I mean, I haven't had it that long to really see all those benefits yet. I'm just super excited to be able to see packages.
Yes.
Stuff on the web.
Did you get now? Here's something I can give you a little bit of advice on, because I've had cameras for a long time, and right now I have the Ring set up. What you can do with that now that you got a security cam as well, right?
Yes.
So I know how, because I've had the Ring doorbell for years, and I know one thing about it. It's great to be able to see when someone comes up, but you can't necessarily see the ground where they may have put your package. So what I did was I actually put a camera to the side of the door that points down to the ground, so you actually can see what's at the door, because sometimes that's the thing. And every once in a while, these doorbells and stuff maybe miss the movement, or maybe they tried to relay the message and you don't get it, or whatever the case may be. And you don't see that anyone's even there. Like you might see it says, hey, someone was there. You look and there's no one there. You're like, oh, all right. But they actually left a package. So I like having a secondary camera pointing down to the actual, what I call the porch, even though it isn't, to be able to see it.
Travis is not missing any sort of packages, so he's all
anymore.
He's all good. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I mean, the camera bundle they sent me actually has 2 of them when we talk about that included. So I guess I could do that. I already had cameras. I didn't have the doorbell thing because
Mm.
A lot of the other models I was looking at way earlier were only like doorbell installations.
Yes.
And, so I was not
How,
doing
how long did it take you to install this?
like 2 minutes, like just drill. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, like literally like, drill, snap it in, you're good.
Oh, but you charged it up before you put it in there, right?
Yes.
And can you tell in the app how much battery life it has left?
Yes, you can. You can see your battery life status and all that stuff. I hope, and I can't verify this, but I would assume like when it gets low, it'll be like, hey, you should probably charge me.
What does it say? Just out of curiosity, if you look at the app now, when did you install it? How many days ago?
Literally just this morning. So
this morning. All right, let's see. So ideally you would think it would lose almost no battery since this morning. Watch.
let's see.
99% maybe? 100%? Because that is really the question. And then you can stream live in it whenever you want, right?
Yes.
It's nice.
And it is set on like the highest security mode. There's also another mode which preserves battery life, but it was on default, it was set to the higher security setting. So I'm gonna just go with that.
Yep.
I can't see the exact battery status.
But it just looks
I
full.
know you can because I did see it before. I'm just not.
But you can stream right now and look in a really beautiful 2K quality.
Yeah. Oh wait. Maybe if I go on the camera, maybe I'll see it there. Ooh, nice. It's nice outside. Looks nice.
So you can see outside. See if anyone,
oh, beautiful.
you can see all the fans waiting for you to come outside. TMZ and everything.
I don't know. It has full battery bars. I remember looking at it before when I was like midday, and I think it was at like 99%. But I was like messing around with the features a lot. So
let me ask you a question about that. So does it have a removable battery?
In other words, it's removable. I didn't try.
In other words, you actually have to take you have to take the doorbell off to charge it.
Yes.
So for however many hours or whatever it is, you wouldn't have a doorbell, which is not the end of the world, but it'd be
nice.
And
I assume you just do that on a day you're home, and
of course.
I mean, yeah, ideally, like you can do the doorbell installation too and have it powered all the time. But I mean, if the thing's lasting half a year, like charging it once a year, really is no issue, right?
Like, the other thing, to your point, unlike a lot of unlike a traditional doorbell, retrofit is a pain. Here, if you want to be able to hear the doorbell somewhere far away, you just get an Echo Dot, and then that becomes basically a speaker for it. You notice that when it rings, it'll ring to the Echo Dot, which is what, like $25 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you can have it ring anywhere and then answer your doorbell from that room.
Exactly.
Like an Echo Show, you can then see the video, which is totally awesome.
Yes. I think the video quality on this is really good too. And I was really impressed because I have it currently facing like right outside. It was straight into like the sun. Yeah. And it was like everything in front of the house still had like all the detail on there. And even like the sky, like parts of it were blue, even though like it was like the whole sun. And it's like, like, okay, we expect that for like our smartphones now, but for like a security camera, you don't necessarily expect it to keep like highlights in the sky. But I was like, it actually kept like, it's not completely like blown out. That's actually pretty cool. Now I actually think they have like HDR video in it too. And then like 2K resolution. I can like zoom up. I could see someone right now across the street and I'm zooming in on them. So I'm fine right now.
Record it and text it to me. I want to see the quality.
I don't know if I want to do it.
Oh man, I want to see that. I want to see the video. But you can. But what is it? Does it go to the cloud? Could you like share a file with someone if you weren't home and say, "Hey, I saw this." So
here's things I have to figure out. Now I can save all these videos or clips immediately to my phone. Immediately, I hit a thing, it saves directly to my phone, which is really nice, right?
Yeah.
They offer a cloud storage plan, but like they offer it, but they actually. I think this is crazy, and I've never seen a company do this before. They have a cloud storage plan, but their first recommendation is don't use it. This base station right here has storage inside of it.
That's amazing.
And they say it'll store up to 3 months of footage.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's 16 gigabytes. I don't know if that's true, but I guess based on the frequency of how often someone comes up, I'm guessing the footage is also. I mean, it's a security camera, right? So it's not going to be like lossless. It's going to be compressed footage. So maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm just thinking about my video camera. Like, wait, 16 gigabytes and 4K. Wait, I don't know if that could. But it's a different type of camera, right? Like
Yeah.
But it stores it locally on here, which is really, really nice because so many of these things are completely reliant on a subscription-based subscription model.
Yeah.
And right in the paperwork, they're like, you should use the inbuilt storage on the device.
That's
and I'm like, wait, what? And like, and if you want the cloud storage option, of course, we have a plan here, but you should.
I love that.
I love that.
Obsessed is really smart.
What was that?
Being customer obsessed is a really good, smart decision for a company.
It is. Oh, I had a comment in the chat. Oh, it's just from 1 minute ago. The first day I got my Ring doorbell, I got ding dong ditched from Ralph. Oh no! Then you could see who did it. That's better. I'm waiting for someone to mess with me now. Like when I put this up, I'm like, all right, mess with me now. Now I'll see you. I'll see whatever you do, and I'll come after you.
Here's the cool thing about Ring. So if something like that happens, and I don't know if they have this same thing for Eufy, but let's talk about Ring just for a second. So one of the cool things you can do with Ring is there's something called Neighborhoods, which I've talked about before in the app. It's free. You actually can download this app even if you don't have a Ring doorbell. And it's basically a neighborhood watch, and you can upload clips from your doorbell to it, and it gets anonymized. You can send it to all your neighbors and be like, hey, this person ding dong ditched me. And you're like, what? And then they can see the video, and then they can catch them. So Ring is really cool for that. That app is really quite amazing, and really what a cool option it is to be able to send your content to your neighbors. So good stuff.
So I see a community tab here.
Oh, they got one?
Let me see.
My goodness, I still look like trash compared to you.
It's okay. I always look bad, though.
So annoying.
I'm confused by this. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I have to set this up. I don't know. I don't think it's exactly that based on what I'm reading from this setup. But
What does it say?
I don't know. It's just like a community, and it's like sign up, and I'm like, I don't have time to do this.
Yeah, kind of like the Soundcore community, but
yeah, I think that's what it is. That I don't know. There was something to share, like the things you record. There was something for that.
Yep.
Again, I think it's more of like a social media thing, and like maybe they'll post it. I don't think it's like a community thing like you're saying.
Well,
but I could be wrong. I really don't know. I need to use it more. Again, I just put this up today, but I was impressed by things like the video quality and the storage on device was like, that was a mind blower to me, because these things, all these other companies, didn't you say like a company recently like hey, now we're doing subscription and that's it?
Yep. It's terrible. And by the way, Ring does not have does not have local storage like that. So
yeah,
consider, if you want it, you have to have internet access at all times. That's the other thing. So if your internet goes down on Ring, you are kind of not getting anything from it, but Eufy will at least still recording to your local hard drive there. So it's kind of a little bit more foolproof.
I didn't even consider that. Now, I'm not sure if it would though. So I'm trying to think, because it's still getting a Wi-Fi signal, because technically the storage isn't here in this.
Right. If the Wi-Fi is up, but your internet is down, is what I'm saying. Like your cable modem, whatever, is down. It should still be able to record directly.
Oh, you're right. It would just be transferring through a local.
I think it even says that in the marketing materials. I thought I saw that actually. I feel like it said something like that.
I gotta set this up too. That's what I was gonna do earlier today, because I have all the smart displays and stuff like that. So that's what I'm just gonna put it by my desk, and this is gonna be the best, because for my job, waiting for those packages, sometimes I'm obsessed with it, and I'm like waiting all day, like where is it?
Yeah.
Now I get to like focus on other things. Be like, they also have like this is so me, right? They have pre-recorded things that you can like press to like go to like delivery driver, like leave the package is like pre-recorded.
Really?
Like, yeah, it just says it. So you know me, I don't want to talk to anyone. I'd be like, let the robot voice go like, leave the package.
That's awesome. Oh, I want that. That's so funny.
Yeah, here it is. Record and set up to 3 instant responses. So these are baked in. These are baked in, but it says record and set. So I could pre-record some stuff, maybe actually. I should pre-record like the Gadget Cast intro.
That would be hilarious. Oh God.
I should record some like theme music and like play it when people are like delivering.
And they sit there and they get to listen to the newest
It's
episode.
like the best song to put on here for a.
Welcome to the Gadget House. Please leave the box.
Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. I really like this product. And again, I went into this expecting to be like, oh, I'm gonna put this on Apple's HomeKit software because that's what I currently use with my other cameras. And I get free cloud storage through there because I have a iCloud subscription. So it's free. I mean, you're technically paying, but it's free because I was already paying for it. But I don't know. I kind of fell in love with the fact that this had base storage on it already. And I kind of like how this app is set up. It does a lot more than HomeKit with the customization and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna keep it. Like that's like the best endorsement I can give it is that I was going into this with a totally different thing of like, oh, I'm gonna set this up on Apple's thing. And based on what I've seen with this software so far, I think I'm just keeping it like this. This is better.
That's pretty dope. Now look, you have the security camera too, right?
Yes.
Take a look at that and see what that's all
about. This one already works on HomeKit too. And I have the option in the app, like switch to HomeKit. It's weird. When you switch to HomeKit, it basically like I guess it like rewrites like the firmware on the camera to make it like a HomeKit camera for Apple. It is really weird. I almost wonder why companies even
I did hear about that. It does do that.
I almost wonder why company like Logitech supports it, Eufy supports it, a couple others. It's almost like weird. It's almost like, yeah, there's no chance that they're ever gonna go for your subscription plan if you do this. But again, Eufy's the company that's like, don't use our subscription plan. So okay, I guess like they're completely fine with it. So this is the same thing. Now I do have 2 of these base stations now. I wonder if I could hook both up and get 32 gigabytes of storage. I guess I could.
Amazing.
I guess I could, right?
I don't know. Can you? Is that a thing?
If I set one camera to one base station, one to another, totally possible, right? But then would I need like 2 different apps? I don't know. I could do this. Anyway,
you got to see the nighttime vision, see what the night vision looks like. You haven't had a chance to do that yet, right? You got a spotlight mode?
I did because I set it up this morning, but I was playing around with both of these yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I just did the setup, like installing it today. But I had time to charge them, and I used the camera like around at nighttime to kind of see what it would look like, give myself a preview, and I got to see the infrared and all that stuff. And it works well. I can't wait to see what's going on outside, and then kind of get spooked. You go, whoa! This was going on while I was sleeping. Oh no!
Yeah, it is kind of weird to see what's going on when you're not paying attention.
Yeah. Well, who is this? Who is this random person that just like stumbled over here? I don't know.
Exactly. What the dealio?
So this is the same deal though with these cameras. It's 180-day battery life, right? Like that's pretty cool. So they come with like these little attachments where you can hook them up somewhere like high, I guess. You can also stand them on their own, by the way. Like if you're worried, like, oh, I don't want to attach something, I just kind of want to preset it somewhere, like down low. You can just like keep it, like it stands completely fine on its own. And yeah, these ones, I mean, it's funny because like this and the doorbell basically almost do the same thing in terms of the other one's a doorbell. Like the alerts and stuff like that, it's all the same. The detection zones, even a lot of like the video quality stuff kind of looks pretty similar to both. Now this is 1080p, not 2K. So when you zoom in a little bit, it's not as crisp. It also, I don't think it has the 4:3 aspect ratio, but I believe they're both like water resistant, all that stuff. And yeah, same thing with the 16 gigabyte storage. Again, they say 3 months. I haven't had it for 3 months. I can't test that stuff. They say it's super secure, 256 encryption, all that good stuff. But yeah, I could convert these to HomeKit right now, and I don't think I'm going to, because I don't think I have to recheck HomeKit and see if they added stuff, and maybe they'll add it with like iOS 14 stuff. But I don't even think you could set like smart zone stuff. That's not good. Not for the doorbell.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No way. The only benefit is like I already have the iCloud, so I get free cloud storage. But I was not expecting to get onboard storage. Like when I read that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's a cool cool thing.
Yeah. Because I know with my Logitech ones, when they weren't on HomeKit, you got like, if you didn't pay for the Logitech plan, you got like 24 hours of recording. And I'm like, nah,
Right?
any more than that. And I like Logitech. They make great products, but I'm not paying Logitech's monthly fee. Do you have these cameras?
I did. They were sent to me. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at this. What I was doing while you were doing this is I was looking at my Ring camera that for the second day in a row. First of all, I updated the firmware on my router the other day, and it seems like ever since then I've had really weird router problems. So I'm hoping that they come up with a new version of the firmware soon. In the meantime, my porch camera that I was telling you about is not working, and I want to real quick fix it. But I guess I want to go reboot it real quick. I'm going to go do that. Here, pull up the next thing. I'll be right back because it's really annoying me. I'll be back.
Go ahead. I'll just keep talking about this because I don't know if I even have anything else. I was talking this whole stream. I was expecting Travis to chime in, but you know. What else can I say about this? Oh, so it does have human detection too, which I think a lot of these have by now. But it is nice that you can set that, and you can actually set it to detect anything if you want to. I've actually seen online like a lot of like these cameras detecting like animals in like the middle of the night. I kind of want to see that. I want to see if any raccoons are coming into my yard. So I might set it to automatically detect everything because I want to know, is there raccoons or foxes coming in the middle of my yard at night? It would be very nice to know that. Let's see. I should really go through this app and see all the different stuff. So of course you can do like geofencing with the doorbell camera and also the Eufy Cam 2C. So you could do you can manage it by your location. If you're away from home, you can have it so it triggers all those events. Or conversely, if you're at home, you can make sure that you're not constantly getting alerted that, oh, this picked up. Especially if you're using these as indoor cameras, you probably want to set that. Because I do have indoor cameras, and if you don't set that, it is super annoying. Anytime someone just walks past it, it's like, oh, someone's in your house. And it's like, yeah, it's me. So you want to make sure that you set all those settings. And they have all the settings. That's, one part of these cameras is the hardware, and the hardware on these seems to be pretty good. The other part's the software. You can buy these cameras, and the software could be awful, and they don't have support for anything.
Where do you have? You have one or two?
These cameras?
Yeah,
I have two. I only have one set up right now.
What are you thinking of? So you live in a house or apartment or what?
Apartment.
So do you kind of the door is obviously the number one place, right? Like, do you have like a back door or a window or something you need to secure? Or how are you thinking of your security?
I think I'm gonna use these as indoor. Yeah. I think that's how I'm gonna use them. I'm not sure. I could mount it somewhere else. But I don't know. I like to keep an eye on the inside when I'm away, which isn't a problem right now, honestly.
Yeah.
But I like to keep an eye on like the pets and stuff. I kind of get like nervous about that kind of stuff.
That's a good point. You have a cat that knocks things over. I know that. You have another animal besides the cat?
Yeah, we got a dog. So
that's sweet.
Sort that all out.
Cool. Well, excellent.
So, yeah. I don't know. I like them so far. They seem to be pretty good. I still want to. I'm skeptical about this 180-day battery life, but I don't know. I hope.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how far. So are they both? So one is set up, but it's indoors.
Yeah, the other one I didn't set up yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be interested to see because that's the big thing. It's like, really, how long is it? And then of course that enhanced human thing, we're not supposed to be able to see your dog, but see a human. So that's interesting, right? I'm curious if that actually will work. That thing right there. Like, will it see a little kid? And that your doorbell's supposed to do the same thing. I'd be interested. You could test it with your dog, I suppose.
Yeah, and it has the human detection and all that stuff, and I can set it to detect anything. So we're gonna see.
That's pretty dope.
Test this all out.
Are you excited? Because I mean, I've had cameras and stuff like this for a long time, but whenever I recently shifted over to Ring,
Right.
so so I get excited whenever I get the new stuff and I start playing around. I love it. I get excited about it.
Oh, of course. I get excited over every little technological thing in my life. I was like, ooh, this is so cool.
Isn't it kind of funny? Because you're like, oh, I'm looking at literally the outside of my door, which literally I can just.
It is one of those things. Well, it's the same thing. It was the same thing with the vacuum. It's like it's this thing that vacuums, and I spent like 40 minutes just watching it vacuum instead of like being productive and just letting it do its thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, ooh, let me see how it handles this. Oh,
Yeah,
pick that up. So
I did the same thing. I like walking around behind it and stuff.
yeah. Like normal people, I think, just like set it up, like, okay, now I could be alerted if I see someone. Now this and that. I was testing this out all day. I was playing with the door chimes. I was going in front of it, recording it, seeing the video quality. I was all into it. Of course, Travis. I run a tech channel.
Of course, I do.
And all this little stuff. It's like, ooh, what does this do? Ooh.
It's so funny. It is so funny. Yeah, and you know, we enjoy tech. I'm looking at. I have another camera I need to reboot. So the first one worked. I need to reboot the other one. I'll do that after though, because we're only here for another 10 minutes. So, yeah, it's first of all, Eufy amazing. They're under the Anker Core, the Anker kind of overall brand. I do want to real quick talk about another Soundcore device. This is the Liberty 2 Pros, which I love in white. The black ones, they only have. So here's a weird thing. I was like, oh, 119. That's a really great deal for these. But when it says that they're not like, they are in stock, but they're not. They're like used, so I'm like, avoid that. Plus, the whites are amazing. I love the white ones. I have both black and white in these, and they just are fantastic earbuds. Louder than the Apple AirPod Pro, so louder for sure. They have a better high end and a mid end. You could debate bass. Of course, they are not noise canceling. Obviously, the AirPod Pros are noise canceling and are really good at that. AirPod Pros also have ambient awareness, which is crazy. It's crazy good. Almost weird, scary good. So for that, but again, you're paying twice the price here. Wireless charging, up to 8 hours of battery without them even being in the case. Another 3 charges within the case. Just a really good fit. Now, tons of ear tips, tons of wings. These things are going to stay in your ears super well. It took me a while to find my exact fit, but once I found it, man, I was happy. They stay in, they're locked in. USB-C if you want to do that, or wireless charging, like I said before. Ear tips, and this is the one thing about these type of earbuds. You definitely need to go through and get the proper tips. Got a good seal. Also, insert and twist and lock. Very important. That's how you insert them into your ear canal.
True.
Is that how you did it?
Yes. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I did that.
Earbuds, Soundcore, Liberty 2 Pros, really amazing. Literally at this price, I don't know if I could tell you what else to buy. I think like these are the ones to buy. In my opinion, put them in your cart. And the white looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Let's see what else we got. I'll show one more thing. By the way, super hungry. Can't wait to eat. I used my Amazon Fresh order. Let's look at the. We both know about this. Why don't we just go ahead and do this? We talked about this. I just wish this would go on a better. I wish it would be less expensive. But the iPad Pro 2011, 2018, sorry, and renewed, $659. I still feel like that's too much. It's not that the price isn't good for what you get. What you get is essentially a 2020 without the camera and without without the camera. I mean, let's be honest, it's about the only difference.
Yeah.
And with greater what's the word I'm looking for? Greater accessories, because now you can use any accessories that are used for either 2018 or 2020, whereas the 2020 only works really with the 2020 stuff. So greater compatibility with accessories. But $659 for 64 gig. That is the other thing. Base storage is different. I have a hard time. Where's the price for this that makes it right for renewed? $599, $550? is when you feel really good about it.
Yeah, didn't we see it for like $5.99 at one point renewed?
If we did, I would say probably buy it at $5.99.
I remember there was one point where it was renewed for is that the 11-inch?
This is the 11-inch.
There was one point, the 64 for the 11-inch. Me and you both looked at it and we talked about it on the stream because we were like, oh, at this price point, this is really good. I don't think it was this because I'm going, what is it, $649 you said?
This one's $659, $749 for the 12.9-inch. Now that's a little bit better of a deal.
That's good, yeah.
Feels like a better of a deal.
Yeah, because this would be what?
That's a big, yeah.
That would be before it would have been like 1,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is. So they got it right here. Yeah, $749. This I would say. And again, we both have the 12.9-inch. We have the 2020 version, but quite frankly, minus this storage, which I would have gotten 256 anyway, like I did. No real reason to get the 2020 version. Apple, I feel like let us down.
They crushed us. They ruined it.
They did. They canceled us by proxy.
Oh, man, I was listening to a certain podcast today that shall not be named, and they were talking about iPads, and they had like a whole. Man, you should listen to this. You know, I shouldn't say anything else. This could be traced back.
This could be.
I should send you that episode, and you should listen to it. And then you should be like, I think Gadgetcast is a good podcast.
They said Gadgetcast is a good podcast.
No, I think you will say that. You will,
after hearing it,
you will go, Gadgetcast. That's the podcast.
That's the real podcast. Now here we go again. I don't want to say it's clickbait. This is an incredible price for this. If I click it and it's not there, I'm upset. And in stock, June 26th.
So it's there. You can order it.
It's there-ish. You can get it in space gray.
Oh, are we in May?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Now, Amazon's pretty good about.
Yeah, they usually get it to you way earlier than that.
Having said that, I get every time I see these dates, I'm like, I kind of want to get it because it feels like it's still a great deal. $250, it's a stupid good deal. But I get nervous about the next one. I get nervous that this has been out for long enough, and I know it'll probably ride throughout the rest of this year. It'll probably be next year.
Yeah. I mean, even if they come out with a new one, it's not going to be $250 like at first, like wait a couple months and then maybe it goes back to that. But when it first comes out, it's going to be $329 for a couple months at least.
Maybe it's not even $329. Maybe it's more.
Yeah. You're right about that. Who knows? But it
has to stay low. Have they ever gone up for iPads before when they had one big?
With this model, and they really seem to be targeting this model towards very entry level and especially education. So I tend to think it'll stay at this price point or only go lower. Maybe the Air gets more expensive. I could definitely see that, but I think this one stays around this price point. I think they like having it here. I think it's a really successful iPad for them, and I think strangely enough, I think it wins them like a lot of like goodwill because it is a really nice product for the price point. And I think a lot of people, the traditional thing with Apple is, their products are too expensive, and this thing it's a great price, and it even works in their favor. I think where people might look at this and go to order it and then realize how great it is, but then they might even go, well, maybe I'll get the Air and then spend like a little bit more money. Like it's kind of nice to draw you in anyway, even if it's not the model you end up with.
Yeah. So I watched today, Everyday Dad had a video up where he was editing exclusively using this. I was able to use LumaFusion to edit a 4K video. Export times were obviously, it's an A10 chip. So while still kind of fast, it was not as fast nearly, of course, as this new stuff. I'm glad he actually did it. So he did
So do you have like the exact export time? I got to go watch this thing.
He does have the exact, but he didn't do what I want him to do is export that same exact thing on the Pro.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask him to do that.
So I got to watch that video. I'll spoil my next video for you. I was doing the MacBook comparison, and I took a 4K, very simple 4K footage, nothing like no crazy, things. Maybe it could get more complex, but anyway, 10-minute 4K video. And I did it on the MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro, right? And this is the Air with the i7, so it's a quad-core maxed out model. So I did that specifically to compare it against the entry-level MacBook Pro, that $1,300 one that people say is like bad because they didn't It's
Yeah.
actually using like the 8th gen still. Remember that?
Yeah.
Compared it against all of them. So get this. The 16-inch did it in like 4 minutes, 30 seconds. It was the best, right? And obviously, duh. The next one, the higher end 13-inch, did it in 8 minutes and 48 seconds. The lower cost 13-inch did it in 8 minutes and 46 seconds. It was like a 40-second difference. No biggie, right?
How much is the price difference between those two?
Ooh, $500.
$500 for 30 seconds or 40 seconds.
So, I mean, there's some other, you get more storage and other, I cover it in the video, but if you're just looking at the power, like people are like, oh, it has an 8th gen chip in it. It's useless. Why would you order this? And it's like, hey, real world, don't worry about it.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
Me.
the MacBook Air with the i7, which is $50 difference. So you can get the MacBook Air with the i7, and then you can get the entry-level MacBook Pro with the quad-core i5. It's a $50 difference, right? The MacBook Air took like 15 minutes to export that. Like double the time of the entry-level 13-inch. So people online have been complaining about the entry-level 13-inch. I'm about to completely change their mind.
Right. That's awesome, dude. And then I assume you did a little bit of gaming. Not there's much gaming to be done on a Mac.
I've done gaming videos separately on each of them, so I didn't like I'm talking about a little bit, but I did like the benchmark, and all those compare pretty the same, honestly, because they're all integrated graphics. But the 16-inch, it's like yeah, if you're really gonna do any gaming, just go for that because it's the only one with a dedicated graphics card.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough for us. We appreciate you joining us. You can Google Greg for Greg Gadgets.
Garg's Gadgets.
Garg's Gadgets is taking Greg's Gadgets. I'm using and watching you live right now on that exact Apple iPad. Doyle, that's amazing. Awesome. Nice. It is great. Fantastic. And we'll see you next time on that exact same iPad.
Take care.
Bye.